Okay guys, this is the video to check your spiral review that you did yesterday, which was Thursday. So let's get going. Remember to pause the video and make any corrections if you have some mistakes. I would make sure that you went over this before you take your quiz. Alrighty, so remember we have our start time at 4:25, 48 minutes has elapsed. We want to make two columns and divide up by hours and minutes. And then I'm going to add on the elapsed time. 8 plus 5 is 13, carry the 1, 4 plus 2 plus 1 is 7. Now remember, 60 minutes equals 1 hour. So anything over like 60 and above, I'm going to have to take away. And I'm going to have to bring it over here and convert it to my hour and add it to the hour I had. So I now am at the 5th hour, 13 minutes after. So it's 5:13 a.m. Okay, here we have 8 hours, 14 minutes, 55 minutes has elapsed. Add those up. Take away the 60 because it equals an hour. Convert it to that hour. And I now have 9 o'clock, and then there's 9 minutes after. Make sure you put that 0 in the tens place because it's just 9, not 90, which obviously we couldn't do, and that's p.m. So don't forget to label it. All right, subtraction. We got to solve for n. So I have 56,703 minus 20-something thousand 813, and it's going to equal 30,890. Okay, I'm going to use what I know. I know 56,703. I'm going to take away that 30,890, and that should give me this number right here, and then I can find out what n is. So 3 take away 0 is 3. Can't do 0 take away 9, so I'm going to borrow from my 7. I have 10 take away 9 is 1. Can't do 6 minus 8, so I'm going to borrow. I now have 16 minus 8 is 8, 5 minus 0 is 5, and 5 minus 3 is 2. I see that my missing number is 5, so n equals 5. Okay, now we're going to multiply. You can multiply using an area model or the algorithm. If I did the area model, I would have 5,380 and 5. Okay, 9 times 5 is 45, and I have 3 zeros. 9 times 3 is 27, and I have 2 zeros. 9 times 8 is 72, 1 0, and 9 times 5 is 45. Okay, now I have to add all of this up. 720 and 45, add them up. Let me get rid of that little thing right there. 0 plus 0 plus 0 is 5. 4 plus 2 is 6. 7 plus 7 is 14. Carry the 1. 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have 48,465. Or I could use the algorithm. 5,385 times 9. 9 times 5 is 45. Carry your 4. Remember, we're going to add that. 9 times 8 is 72, plus 4 is 76. Carry my 7. 9 times 3 is 27, plus 7 is 34. Carry my 3. 5 times 9 is 45, plus that 3 is 48. 48,685. So it doesn't matter which way I choose to solve it, I get the same product. And if you know how to do both, I would solve them both to make sure you get it right. Mystery word page. All right, the mystery word is my last name, Day. Wonder what it's all going to be when you put all the mystery words together. Remember, if you can put them all together into the right sentence on Tuesday, you get a prize. Okay, now we have 819 divided by 9. You can do an area model of partial quotient. I'm going to start with partial quotients because that's what most of you do. I look at the first two digits of my dividend, and it's 81. Well, I know that 9 times 9 equals 81. So if I do 9 times 90, I know that equals 810, which is really, really close. So I'm going to use that 8 times 90. Subtract, and I get 9. Well, I know that 9 times 1 is 9. 9 minus 9 is 0. I do not have a remainder. I add this up, and I get 91. So my quotient is 91. Okay, I'm going to have to erase this to do my area model. All right, so we have 9. We have 800, 10, and 9. Okay, I can't use that 9 times 9 because it goes over 800. So maybe I'll do 9 times 8, which is 72. So 9 times 80 would be 720. I'm going to subtract, and I'm left with 80. I need to bring that 80 over and add it to my 10, and I now have 90. Well, 9 times 10 equals 90. So I'm going to subtract. Add the 0 to 9. I have 9. 9 times 1 equals 9. Subtract. I get 0. Now I've got to add up those partial quotients I came up with, and I end up with 91. So once again, the same thing that I got using the other strategy. You get to choose whichever one you want. And remember that sometimes you'll choose different partial quotients than your neighbor, but you come up with the same problem or the same quotient, and that's totally fine. All right, a line. What's a line look like? Remember, a line goes both ways and it never ends. A line segment has a starting point and an ending point, and remember, we name those points with capital letters. Array, whoops, I'll just move my page. Array has a starting point on one end and it goes on forever the other way, and that point is labeled with a capital letter. And a point is just an exact location, and we label that with a capital letter. Doesn't matter which letters you use. Now, what is the difference between a line and a line segment? Okay, a line goes on forever both ways with no end, and a line segment has a beginning and an ending point. Okay, our final slide. I accidentally made a mistake on mine. I believe yours was corrected, though. There shouldn't have been an N there. It should have been a 1, but I think yours was corrected. So we know that my denominator is double my numerator if the fraction is equivalent to 1/2. So if I've got to find N. I know my denominator is 30, so I've got to take half of 30, which is 15. And if you're not sure how to do that, then you know what? You might want to do that partial quotient. Well, 2 times 10 is 20. Subtract, and I have 10 left over. 2 times 5 is 10. I don't have a remainder. So half of 30 is 15. So N equals 15. Okay. Now we have 9 over something equals 1/2. I know that my denominator is twice as many as my numerator. So if I take 9 and I do twice as many, I get 18. So N equals 18. All right, that's it. Make sure you've made all your corrections. We'll be looking at these when you come back to school on Tuesday. Be sure to take your spiral review quiz, and good luck. Take your time. Double check your answers, folks. It goes in the grade book. Okay? Let me know if you have any questions. There will be a Google Meet from 10 to 10:30 if you have any questions at all. Okay?